Title: Astral Desolation. Chapter 1, Echoes of Solitude. In the not-so-distant future, the human race will have traversed the vastness of space and established colonies in distant star systems. One such world traveler is Commander Alex Parker, who embarked on a routine mission to gather intel from a newly discovered space station, Horizon. Little did they know, this seemingly ordinary task would soon spiral into a harrowing nightmare. As Commander Parker expertly guided their spacecraft to dock at the abandoned space station, an unnerving stillness settled over the atmosphere. Once bustling with groundbreaking research, the station now lay silent and desolate. The metallic corridors echoed with faint murmurs, fragments of a forgotten past. As Commander Parker embarked on his first task, he meticulously assessed the condition of the station and sought to make contact with his base. Though as they made their way through the labyrinth of hallways, an unsettling sense of discomfort descended upon them. The shadows seemed to come alive, dancing upon the walls, while the faint, flickering lights only added to the ominous ambience. With each step, Commander Parker's solitary presence echoed through the desolate corridors, a constant reminder of their isolation. The air was thick and stifling, as if it held long-held secrets within the very walls. Despite the rising panic threatening to consume their mind, the determined commander pressed onward, holding on to a glimmer of hope for some sort of revelation. As they strolled through the deserted hallways, every noise served as a reminder of their isolation from the outside world. It was as if a buried secret lurked within the very fiber of this place, forever hidden away. Panic threatened to consume them, but they pressed on, determined to uncover the truth no matter the consequences. Amid their investigation, Commander Parker stumbled upon a room cluttered with outdated computer terminals. The dusty screens hinted at the station's long abandonment. Undeterred, they delved into the remnants of the digital past. Among the encrypted files, one spoke of a covert purpose behind the existence of Horizon. The discovery of Dr. Emily Jensen's personal journal shed light on her time with Project Nebula. In its pages, she recounted eerie phenomena she experienced, such as whispers emanating from the shadows and inexplicable visions. As her involvement with the project deepened, it became increasingly evident that she harbored the belief that someone was covertly observing her. As Commander Parker read Dr. Jensen's latest post, his heart rate skyrocketed. The post hinted at a major breakthrough, but the details were still shrouded in mystery. The malevolent force seemed to gain power with each passing moment, instilling an overpowering sense of fear in Commander Parker. As they struggled to contain their mounting trepidation, Dr. Jensen suddenly vanished, leaving only a haunting message etched in their mind. The presence of being watched never left Commander Parker after reading what Dr. Jensen wrote down once upon a time inside her book. They looked back only to find out that there were no whispers left echoing through the hallways anymore. Everything had gone silent again, but why? Project Nebula could never remain unsolved, as they knew well enough from their experiences here. Both survival for themselves and keeping alive memories about fallen comrades alike required finding answers somehow hidden within its depths, unsparingly darkened by pain and sacrifice. With newfound determination, Commander Parker resolved to piece together the fragments of the puzzle. The answers lay hidden within the depths of Horizon, waiting to be unearthed. But little did they know that their search would awaken forces beyond their comprehension, and the true horrors of Project Nebula would soon reveal themselves in all their surreal and terrifying glory. Chapter 2, The Haunting Enigma. Strange events started happening to Commander Parker. In the beginning, they noticed small signs of life, such as a draft of cold air without a source, doors opening and closing on their own, and whispers heard from afar. These things made them feel more alone and paranoid. Over time, these experiences with aliens became more powerful and frightening. Sometimes, in the dark, Commander Parker caught sight of beings that looked like ghosts but were not visible because they existed between two worlds. These creatures radiated ancient terror which could not be described or reasoned with. As days turned into weeks, these unearthly visitors continued to engage Parker's mind in surrealistic dreadfulness. The astronaut found himself engaged in a war against mysterious entities who inhabited hallways of space station. After each encounter left him absolutely exhausted, his heart raced inside chest while his clothes soaked through from sweat, elongated limbs covered by eyes burning, and extraterrestrial power showed that those beings had minds beyond human intellect, moving gracefully, almost hypnotically. Their actions resembled some kind of dark dance only shadows can do. Were they actually aliens, or was this something else entirely? Commander Parker didn't know what. Each night, an unshakable desire to escape from the terrifying nightmare propelled Parker to barricade himself inside the control room. With unwavering determination, he combed through the station's archives in a frantic search for any hints about the mysterious creature's origins and motives. While sifting through the archive files, Parker stumbled upon a treasure trove of old dispatches. These intriguing documents chronicled the station's interactions with a mysterious civilization known as the Watchers. According to the accounts, the Watchers had been quietly observing humanity's expansion into space for centuries, hidden in the shadows. As Parker delved deeper into the message, it became apparent that the Watchers were captivated by the human concept of fear. For thousands of years, they had been puzzled by the intricacies of this complex emotion. In their tireless pursuit of knowledge, they had manipulated events on the horizon and crafted an eerie and otherworldly environment to study the powerful impact of fear on the human psyche. As Commander Parker's eyes widened in realization, a chilling sensation crept through their veins. They were no longer in control of their own fate, they were mere pawns in the Watchers' twisted game. The once intimidating beings that lurked within the station were not malevolent, but rather physical manifestations of their deepest fears, brought to life by the advanced technology of the Watchers. But instead of succumbing to the paralyzing terror of their situation, Commander Parker steeled themselves with determination. They refused to be mere lab rats, manipulated by their captors for their own sick, twisted entertainment. They would defy their fears and embrace the surreal and horrifying world they were trapped in, harnessing their own resilience as a weapon against the Watchers and their cruel experiment. With every interaction, Commander Parker's bravery increased, while their insights into the creatures deepened. They soon realized that the entities were highly responsive to emotions, especially fear. Through tapping into their own resilience and resolve, they were able to disrupt the fragile equilibrium of the Watchers' experiment. In a thrilling confrontation, Commander Parker confronted the beings, their every move reflecting the ethereal choreography that had haunted their dreams. Each step exuded a defiant energy, defying the Watchers' control. As Commander Parker's determination solidified, the beings' confidence wavered. Their formidable figures faltered, their mystical radiance losing its intensity. The ambitious experiment had fallen short. The mysterious Watcher's obsession with instilling fear had been met with unwavering strength and an unbreakable spirit. Summoning one last burst of energy, Commander Parker swiftly activated the station's emergency escape pods. The vessel raced through the emptiness of space, leaving behind the eerie and unsettling nightmare of horizon. They had successfully evaded the Watcher's grasp, yet the memory of that harrowing encounter would forever be etched in their psyche. Emerging from the ordeal transformed, Commander Parker was now a survivor, hardened by the surreal terrors they had faced. They would carry the knowledge of the Watchers and their twisted experiment, a testament to humanity's indomitable spirit in the face of the unknown. And as they ventured into future missions, they would forever be vigilant, knowing that the vast expanse of space held secrets beyond their comprehension, waiting to be unraveled. Chapter 3, The Dance of Fear. As Commander Parker tossed and turned in their uneasy slumber, the stillness of the night was shattered by a sudden, blood-curdling scream. Springing up in a panic, they found themselves surrounded by a swirling tornado of ghostly figures. These once passive observers now appeared eager to communicate with their earthly counterparts. Whispers of unknown language filled the air, their voices blending into a chaotic symphony of discord. The very walls of the space station seemed to pulsate with an otherworldly force, engulfing the room in an ominous hum. A surge of terror coursed through Commander Parker's veins as they realized they were trapped in a dimension where the boundaries between reality and nightmare blurred into one. Commander Parker's mind was on the brink of madness as the chilling and surreal dance of terror continued to escalate. The grotesque and contorted forms of the entities closed in with each passing moment, overwhelming the astronaut's senses with a cacophony of horrors. Faced with this haunting reality, Commander Parker clung to shreds of sanity, determined to break free from this nightmarish realm. They bravely confronted their own fears, unraveling the twisted dance that ensnared them. With trembling hands, they drew upon a deep well of resilience and determination in their quest for escape. As the figures drew near, Commander Parker summoned their inner strength and confronted the otherworldly terrors unfolding in front of them. They bravely acknowledged their deepest anxieties, the sense of isolation, the uncertainty, and the loss of agency, and embraced them. In that pivotal moment, a profound change took place. The commander's psyche became a battleground, where fear battled against unshakable determination. Sensing the shift, the entities hesitated in perplexity. No longer able to feed off Parker's terror, they weakened, their ghostly apparitions flickering like fading flames. With a fierce determination, Commander Parker boldly took action. They summoned every ounce of their strength and honed in on banishing the malevolent entities from the space station. With each stride, their movements were a striking reflection of the surreal fear that had previously consumed them. But now, it was a triumphant dance of liberation, a fierce battle against the torment that had afflicted them. As Commander Parker's dance intensified, the entities weakened and faded into the abyss. The once eerie space station was transformed into a peaceful sanctuary. Standing alone in the quiet stillness, Commander Parker's heart swelled with a mixture of elation and weariness. They had conquered their demons, and emerged victorious. After the dance came to a close, Parker was able to find solace in the newfound sense of clarity. They realized that the haunting terrors that had plagued them were not external adversaries, but rather a reflection of their own inner fears, amplified by the mysterious world in which they were trapped. The true battle had been waged within their own mind. With this profound realization in mind, Parker set out on a journey of self-discovery. They bravely ventured into the depths of their consciousness, confronting long-buried traumas and embracing their own vulnerability. Through introspection and the courage to embrace their true selves, they unlocked a newfound resilience. This strength would serve as their guiding light through even the most treacherous corners of the universe. As Commander Parker gazed up at the stars with renewed determination, their mission had evolved beyond mere exploration. They had become a symbol of hope, a shining example of humanity's resilience in the face of extraordinary obstacles. Every journey they embarked on was a reminder that although fear may be formidable, it could be overcome through sheer inner fortitude and an unrelenting quest for knowledge. Armed with the insights gained from facing their own fears, Commander Parker fearlessly ventured into the unknown, driven by a deep sense of purpose to unravel the mysteries of the universe. And as they looked back at the space station that had once been their prison, they knew that they had emerged from the dance forever changed, forever resilient, forever ready to face whatever surreal horrors awaited in the boundless expanse of the universe. Chapter 4, The Final Frontier. As time trickled by, the barrier between staying alive and falling into insanity grew disturbingly slim. Commander Parker occupied the derelict space station in utter solitude, millions of miles away from any form of human interaction. The desolation was all-encompassing, suffocating him as he bore the weight of hopelessness. Parker's daily routines revolved around retaining his survival. He meticulously rationed the scarce food supplies and preserved every drop of water. With unwavering focus, he vigilantly monitored the life support systems, ensuring their optimal function. Amidst the endless passing of days, weeks, and then months, he became intimately familiar with every detail of the space station. In the midst of the mundane and demoralizing routine, a flicker of optimism shone through. Parker stumbled upon a long-forgotten communication device hidden among the relics of a storage room. Despite its obsolete condition and low likelihood of functioning, this was his sole lifeline to the outside world. He poured hours into tinkering with the device, determined to bring it back to life. With intense focus, he painstakingly combed through every circuit and meticulously dusted off each component. Even in the face of mounting frustration, he refused to give up. Parker understood that his survival hinged on making contact with another being, anyone at all. After weeks of relentless determination, the communication device suddenly burst to life. A wave of excitement and relief washed over Parker as a faint voice broke through the static. It was a message from a passing spacecraft, a glimmer of hope in the emptiness of space. Emotions overwhelmed Parker as tears sprang to his eyes upon hearing the voice of another human being. In this desolate existence, it was like a ray of hope shining through. Summoning all of his courage, he responded with a voice quivering with a sense of relief and fear. "Hello. Can you hear me? This is Commander Parker, stranded on an abandoned space station. I need help. Please, anyone, respond." Filled with empathy and concern, the voice on the other end belonged to Captain Johnson of the Galactic Federation. "Commander Parker, this is Captain Johnson of the Galactic Federation. We received your distress signal. Help is on the way. Hold on, we'll bring you back home." Their words brought Commander Parker a renewed sense of hope. The distress signal had been received and help was on the way to bring Parker back home. It seemed like a miracle in the vast emptiness of space. Clinging to this lifeline, Parker knew that their days of solitude and despair were finally coming to an end. Chapter 5, End. As the lone astronaut navigates the abandoned space station, their emotional state is a tumultuous mix of fear, anxiety, and curiosity. The overwhelming sense of isolation weighs heavily on their mind, with the haunting silence broken only by their own breathing and the faint hum of life support systems. Exploring each room, the astronaut experiences a heart-pounding blend of caution and curiosity. The unknown environment demands alertness, yet insatiable curiosity drives them to unravel the station's mysteries. Unexplainable phenomena heighten their emotions, objects moving on their own, shadowy figures, and eerie whispers. Fear and imagination intertwine, conjuring terrifying scenarios and questioning sanity. Encounters with otherworldly beings trigger primal fear, evolving into a mix of fascination and trepidation. The astronaut grapples with the unknown, wondering about the being's intentions and the purpose of their presence. Isolation, fear, and the unknown weave together. Vulnerability, both physical and emotional, becomes palpable. The astronauts' resilience is tested as they oscillate between determination and despair, navigating a surreal, horrifying journey through uncharted territories of the human psyche. Thank you for listening. Astral Desolation audiobook, created by Deep Space Resonance. You can listen to Deep Space Resonance on Spotify and SoundCloud. Peace out.